Welcome to C# for daily use. In this video I show you how to use Backgroundworker in C# and Windows Forms. Just one slide of theory and then I'll show it to you in the practical part. I'm your host with over 10 years of experience and I'm happy to guide. So let's start. The Backgroundworker class in C# is designed to simplify the process of performing lengthy operations in the background while keeping the user interface responsive. It's particularly useful for scenarios where you want to avoid freezing the UI while performing tasks that might take some time. The easiest way to use the worker is to use the control from the toolbox. Settings can be made easily via the settings and the associated events are directly available. Alternatively, the Backgroundworker can also be created with a few lines of code. To start the worker, just use Backgroundworker. Run worker async. Practical part of the video. Now let's create a fresh Visual Studio project for our example. We use Visual Studio 2022 for this example. If you need help with the first steps or installation, check out my basic tutorial for C# to get an overview and start point. After the project is created, we start with a small test layout. Only a few controls like a button as start trigger and a progress bar as visualization. Now we add the Backgroundworker control from the toolbox. After that, the necessary settings can be made very easily. In this case, we only enable worker reports progress by setting it to true. Furthermore, we can set here all events we want to use later. Now it's time to code some stuff. As a first step, we check if the Backgroundworker is already running or not. If not, we can start the worker with a single line of code. In the do work event of our worker, we can set our time-intensive work. In our example, we just simulate a file download and use the thread class to waste some time. After each loop, we communicate the current status via report progress. In the progress changed event, we can use this to make updates in our UI. For this, we extend our layout quickly with a label control. When our file download is complete, the Run Worker completed event is triggered, where we can output a corresponding message. In the result, you can see how easy it is to implement time-consuming work with additional UI update using the Backgroundworker control. Since the work is outsourced to another thread, the user interface is not affected and remains active to process user input or visualize updates. It is also possible to use strings to get more clarity about the current state of the worker. This is useful in many cases to give the user information about the situation. Thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment with ideas, wishes, or improvements for further content. If you like my videos, I would be happy about a like for the video. If you want to support me further and not miss any videos, just subscribe to my channel.